This is the 10th video for the chapter 2 Forms of Business Organization. In the previous videos, we had discussed about joint stock company, the features of joint stock company, merits and demerits. Today, we will be discussing about the types of companies. Now, on the basis of ownership, the companies can be divided into private company, public company, one person company. Now there are more types of classification, but according to NCERT book or as per NCERT books, the classification on the basis of ownership is only there in your course. So we are discussing that. In between few terms or few other companies will be coming that we will discuss, but it will not be asked in your examination. I will mention those types of companies. I will explain that also, but when you start preparing for your examination, refer the NCERT book or you can discuss with me. Private limited company or private company. Now all these companies are registered, mandatorily registered under the Companies Act 2013 or any previous Company Act. It is compulsory for all the joint stock companies to get themselves registered. Now private company is a company which restricts the rights of the members to transfer the shares. Now see, in case of joint stock company, the capital is divided into small equal units known as shares, okay, stocks. Now these stocks are can be easily transferred, but in case of private company, there is a restriction on the transfer of shares. The members cannot transfer their shares easily, because if this restriction is not there, then the second characteristics can be violated. That means there can be more than 200 members, and in that case the private company will cease to exist as a private company. Okay, it will become a public company if the members become more than 200. Okay, so the second feature is a private company has a minimum of 2 persons or 2 members and a maximum of 200 members, excluding the present and past employees. Employees are also allotted shares and all. So but while determining the number of members of a private company, the employees will not be included. Okay, so a private company restricts its members from transferring shares, and the maximum number of members is 200, excluding the present and past employees, and minimum is 2. It does not invite the general public to subscribe to its securities. Now what do you mean by securities? Commonly we use the term shares, debentures, any certificate or document which is of financial character. Okay, we can say securities are the financial assets. Okay, I have given the definition here. A security is a tradable financial asset such as shares and debentures. Tradable because it can be purchased and sold through a stock exchange. Okay, member of the stock exchange. Now it is necessary for a private company to add private limited after its name. Like Reliance Industries Limited, it has not included private in its word. That means it is not a private company. So if you search the net or if you just read the names of the companies, you will find that many companies have added the word private limited at the end to its name. Okay, it is compulsory for them. Now see, a private company, which is the definition of subsidiary book is not given in the book. Okay, but I have mentioned that here. A private company which is subsidiary of public company is treated as public company. That means its members are less than 200. Okay, but it is a subsidiary. That means the controlling stake of that company is with the holding company, okay, the controlling company, then this company will be also considered as a public company. Subsidiary of public company will also be considered as public company. Okay, holding company is a company which is having a controlling interest in another company. Okay, and the company whose shares are held by some other company will be known as subsidiary company. Do some research on the internet, take out the names, and you can message me or discuss with me. Then public company. Public company is a company which is not a private company. And a very simple definition. Then we can say, as per the Companies Act, a public company has minimum 7 members and maximum there is no limit. Depending upon the number of shares issued, the members can be there. Okay. In private company there is a restriction, but in case of public company there is no restriction on the transfer of securities. The shares and debentures can be easily bought, sold. Okay. There is no restriction over the public company to invite the general public to subscribe to its shares. While issuing shares, the general public will invite the general public. Okay, the this company will invite the general public to subscribe to its shares. Okay, the private company do not invite the general public to subscribe to its shares. Now see, this point is not mentioned in NCERT book. Okay, company limited by guarantee. Okay, here the members liability is they contribute towards the assets if required at the time of winding up. If the liability of the company is more than its assets, then the members will contribute towards the assets at the time of winding up. Okay, then another one is company limited by shares. Here the company is issuing shares. The shares have a particular value, and in case the members have not paid the full value of the shares, some amount is unpaid, then their liability is restricted to the unpaid amount of share. The third one person company. From the name itself it is clear, only one person will be the member of the company. Okay, that one person should be a natural person. Artificial person cannot form a one person company, and this was allowed after the introduction of the Companies Act 2013. Before that, one person company was not the option for formation of a enterprise. Okay, so one person company can be formed in India after 2013, and the person should be natural person. Okay, the OPC, that means one person company, can start with one director and one member. In case of private company, minimum 2 persons are there. In case of public company, minimum 7 persons are there. Okay, so second point, you see, only natural persons can form OPC. Then one more point, that is, this one person has to appoint a nominee. Okay, and that nominee should also be one person, a natural person. Okay, nominee should also be natural person. Now see the last point. If the paid up capital increases or exceeds rupees 50 lakh, then the one person company has to be converted into a private or public company. In the same manner, if its revenues exceeds 2 crore rupees, then also it has to be converted into a private or public company. Then there is the difference. Okay, here the difference between private company and public company is only discussed. Okay, number of members, in case of private company it is 2, in case of a public company it is 7, and maximum in case of private company is 200. Okay, excluding the present and past employees, and in case of public company there is no such restriction. Directors, okay, in case of private company it is 2, and in case of public company it is 3. Invitation to general public to subscribe to the securities. A private company do not invite the general public, whereas a public company invites the general public to subscribe to its securities. Prospectus. Now the public company issues shares. At that time it issues prospectus to the public, okay, inviting the general public to subscribe to the shares. And in case of private company, they are not inviting the general public, so there is no need to issue prospectus. Transfer of shares. In case of private company, there is restrictions. In case of public company, easily transferred, okay. Statutory meeting. There is in case of public company, statutory meetings are compulsory, okay, whereas in case of private company there is no such compulsion, okay. Index of member. This point is important. In case of private company, there is no need to maintain the index of members, but in case of public company, it is compulsory to maintain the index of members, okay. Legal formalities. Private company has various relaxations in case of legal formalities, but public company has to fulfill all the legal requirements, okay, formalities.